pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool, nothing else.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. The news is that Maisie Dizzle has been fired. He's been sacked from VP4TV Tactical Genius team. He hasn't added any payments to his funds, so he's a waste of space to have as a player in the team, so he has been booted. So my team has a vacancy for a player. Cold as pillow at the moment. I've put Tam in. Tam's still to confirm if he's going to be fit to play next week. I've still to ask Larry if he wants to play, because I worked out that I think at the moment I can get Larry and Bill to play in the same team. Well, certainly if you were in the team, Matt, what's your rating? You're 2,300 or something, so that would certainly mean that somebody would have to drop out in the mix. It would have to be turnabout. That's how it's going to be anyway. Hopefully, I'll tell you what to do, Matt. Go and sign up to the league as a player, and then I can look at your rating. That's the easiest way to do it. Sign up as a player on the league, and then that'll let us know. But it has adjusted the maximum team rating in any one night is 2,300. That's how I managed to fit Larry and Bill in the team. I haven't got any confirmation from Larry because I don't think Larry wants to play every week either, and Bill I don't think can as well. So I have to switch everybody about. So everybody's going to get a shot at it. So they are. Hopefully that's me done my stint. Hold on a wee minute, guys. Just give us a sec.
This afternoon, we have another one-loss side match. It's OnePocketSlim up against Bankster Race to 13. 9 Balticom and Super Admin are your commentators. Hit that like and subscribe to join in the chat.
Good morning to Steve.
Good morning.
Right, Steve.
Afternoon to you, I guess.
We're going to have a little quiz. Well, it's actually the room's about to go up. We're going to have a little quiz. The quiz is, did you play in the league last night? The answer to that is yes, you did. And the second question is, while you were playing, did you notice anything funny about your table?
Are you talking about not having a break box?
Yes. That's what I noticed. Yeah. I noticed that with my first match last night, and then I went and looked at the league, and it says that the break box should be on.
Yeah, well, that's not the only funny thing I noticed. I noticed there's no complete matches the last 7 days being shown.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was going to mention that one because it's just an empty space. So I'm glad you noticed it. That will give you something to fix. The news from this morning is I was out doing my shop. There was nothing on the schedule other than what was on now. And Sergeresh and who is it? What's his name again? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Somebody will say his name. Anyway, they went hill this morning. Who was playing this morning? Good God, I was in the room and I watched the end of it. Or I was watching the stream on Slim's channel.
I'm looking right now. It was, Hazaric.
Hazaric, that's it. Hazaric won the final rack decider and that, and Slim is ill. He definitely sounds rough.
Well, I played Sergeresh yesterday, and, I think I said this in the stream before. He's getting better. He's one of those guys that could be a contender. I don't think he is yet, but he's he's got a pretty good game. I think he could improve and be a contender in these things. I mean, Hazarek certainly is. I mean, I would have made Hazarek the favorite in that match, but kudos to Sergaresh for going hill with him. Because from what I've seen of Hazarek, he's like one of the dark horses in this thing to win it.
Yeah, Matt, you're 2,400. So yeah, so that would mean definitely there's no way, I think, if we put you in the team that you could have Bill or Larry playing with you at the same time. That would mean I would have to play more, I think. So it would.
Yeah, I'm a good teammate because well, assuming I practice. If I practice, I'm definitely going to get better, and I've got a low rating. So those are the best guys, are the guys that their ratings are going up.
Well, Slim's in. I don't know whether. Hang on.
Except I don't know how much I'm going to play. That's the one gotcha.
Right, Bankster's in the lobby, so he's arrived, so he should be coming in the room any second. Yeah, I think you're 200. I think you're 200 points ahead of Coldest Pillow, Matt. So it would be. I could put you in the team, but it just means that. It probably means that Tam. I would think. In fact, I'll tell you what. The hell with it. And of course, obviously, you need to let me know if you can play. On certain days, or let me know that you can't play. That's even better. Right, so there's the invite sent. Welcome to Brain Fill Out.
Speaking of Brain Fill Out, I'm in a lineup right now before I forget. Let's see.
Right, here we go. Slim on the right hand side.
Me out. Him.
Well, this is going to be close. Very close. I think Slim's just won it. So, race to 13. Off we go.
Yeah.
Well, we've had 2 matches back to back, but we'll probably have nothing like the end of last night's match. If you didn't see it, I've uploaded the clip on the YouTube channel so you can watch the last 7 or 8 minutes of the match, because that's where it all happens. Well, that's what you need to do, Matt. Go onto my YouTube channel and watch the clip that I've put on the front page of my YouTube channel. You can watch that, and that will sum up how crazy a finish you can get. Are you recovered, Matt? Well, all you have to do is just dust yourself down, get up and go at it again. Well, I'm going to state the obvious again here, like I normally do in this type of matchup. You've got Bankster 2052, Slim and 2211, and whatever good chances Bankster gets with a good table, he has to put them away.
Yeah, I think Bankster's a pretty heavy underdog in this match.
No, I don't think it is, Matt. I think it's looking more and more like it's going to be Honolulu once Steve's got everything sorted and working.
Well, I didn't put it up. I should have, but I didn't put it up yet. But it's ready to go.
But there's a nice challenge for anybody, Honolulu. There'll be creativeness in that tournament.
I guess what I'm saying is it's ready for testing. It's not ready for the tournament yet. Need to test it some. But
Well,
I got it in there so there, when you just play like a master or challenge room, you can play it with the call shot turned off. So,
hmm.
um, I mean, I said that wrong. Call shot's not turned off. You don't have to explicitly call it. You can turn that off now in the options.
Yes, cold as pillow. Steve noticed that there was another bug as well that I didn't mention, which was the one where you don't see the match results, I think, as well, from the last 7 days. So, Bankster 1-0 down on his break. So, Matt, now that I've accepted you, you need to check the messages in your profile. And when you go to the league page, I think you hit the, what is it you hit again? The sign up button or something. Then it gives you the option to accept the invite.
Well, you hit the team manager.
Team manager. Yeah.
I still haven't looked at that either. That's supposed to pop up, and it's not for some reason.
Welcome to Mr.
Like
Deanster.
Stuff mysteriously breaks itself.
Well, that's what to do, Matt. Just, you don't need to accept it. Just hang about there. And needless to say, if anybody's as ruthless as I was last season, if I get underperformance from players on too much of a regular basis, they're out the door. They're getting tossed. I'm brutal when it comes to that.
I just switched out 2 guys. Semi-Pro and I are out.
I hope Coldest Bellow's listening.
Chimpy got to stay because he won all his matches. So next week I got Brainfill out and Bedhead in.
No, Chimpy never won all his matches.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? I don't think he did.
Take a look.
I thought he lost one. In fact, I think he typed that in the chat himself last night.
Well,
he did win. He did win all 3.
Says 100%.
So that's 2 of us in 100%. I don't know who the other guy was, but apparently somebody said he was a tactical genius.
I would classify him more as a tactical sandbagger.
Tactical bullshit. I got lucky. I mean, Paul was so generous in that first match. It was like Christmas come early. Oh, you'll be used, Brainful out. You'll see by the end of this league, you will feel used. I can guarantee you that.
Well, our teams will play each other eventually, whether or not I'm playing or not. I might have to practice. I might have to practice up more for Hugh.
Violated. Yeah, you'll feel violated and abused. Well, what's happening to Bankster here? He was at the table, and then when I look at the chat and I look back, now he's not at the table. This is not a good sign.
So what is that supposed to be for Slim's player picture?
It looks, well, I mean, at first glance, it looks like something astronomical. In fact, it is. You know what it is?
It looks like a glowing turd going down the toilet bowl.
No, and it looks like a representation of a black hole.
And what's the glowing turd there supposed to be?
Well, that looks like a planet or a star or something that's getting drawn into it.
I'm sticking with my interpretation. It's a glowing turd going down the toilet bowl.
Well, put it this way: if you're doing turds like that, you need some medication. Right. So, Slim 2-0 up, 1 ball on the side, no shot in the 2.
Yep. Let's see what kind of push out we get out of this.
Don't forget, guys.
I like pushing over.
I'd push up to the 4 up in the corner.
I'd roll up on the 9. The problem with the 4 is that ball's too easy to make. I don't like that push that much because it's not a terrible push.
I would leave the bait out. I mean, it's a blind cut back into a corner pocket, and how's he going to hold for the 3?
Oh, you can hold for
unless he slow rolls it.
A lot of English. Yeah, that was not a very good play. I mean,
That's trouble.
It wasn't a terrible push because none of the safeties were particularly easy. He'll probably try to run into 5-ball here. I mean, he could go up and down, but that's tricky shot. He's just going to play safe.
We were talking league games, Mr. Deanster. Yes, we're talking about Brainfill out feeling abused and used and violated. I said he will be by the end of the end of the league season.
That's no good. I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever had happened there, it was going to be no good. He's got to play safe here. Just thin the 2. You just got to get past the 7-ball.
Well, I'd be trying to thin the 2 and catch the 10 and try to go in off behind the 4. That's what I'd be trying.
You're going to go between the 9 and the 10, or the 9 and the 7.
Oh no, commentator's eyes got this. I'd be bumping the 10 off this too. That's what I'd be doing.
You can't. You can't get the edge of the 2 going that direction. You gotta shoot the cue ball almost at the 7-ball to get the 2.
Well, he's getting there the other way, but the right idea. See, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. But he's got there.
I would have shot it the other way. I think it was simpler, but you know, this isn't bad. But the problem with this is you can get safed up on this. Well, Bankster was playing it into the 3, which is a tough shot to get that 2-ball to sit. You got to hit it perfect, which he didn't. You know, the 2-ball is going to want to move if you don't bank straight back into that 3.
Well, you get a tactician's guide every time you watch a live stream, CP. That's what you get it every time you watch a live stream.
Well, I think what you're seeing now, Holdus P, it's a lot more players playing safe. I think part of it's because you and I keep saying it in the stream, but I think part of it's also because they're seeing what's happening, the better players, how they're controlling the table, and realizing that's how they got to play if they want to win.
Well, I don't know what's happening in the Trump-Sullivan match. The final started this afternoon, and I switched it off. Sullivan was 4-0 down and looked completely different from what he was last night. He might be getting blitzed off the table here this afternoon. Oh, it's 6. Is it 5-2 now? So they play another frame and then that's it until tonight, until the final session. Well, at least he's got a couple of frames on the board. He wins the last one, then it could get interesting.
So which tournament is this?
I can't remember the name of it. Maybe Cold as Spill. There's that many snooker tournaments now, but Sullivan was absolutely amazing. Do you know that match last night lasted, how did it last? About an hour and 12 minutes or something for 7 frames of snooker.
Yeah, I think all this variety of shows and streaming has hurt snooker. I mean, when it used to be just Benny Hill and snooker were the only things on TV.
Oh, I mean,
you watched a lot of snooker.
Well, I had to laugh at Ronnie. Ronnie's he was moaning about his commitments for his sponsors and also for exhibitions that he has during the season.
Okay, you know, this is play the 1 off the 6 there.
10 years ago, they were complaining. They were all complaining there wasn't enough tournaments. Did you see the end of that match last night, Cobra? Was you there? Welcome to Cobra.
Well, when you say commitments, that doesn't mean tournaments.
No.
Tournaments are only part of it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's got sponsorship deals, so he has to go to China and the Far East because he's got a huge army of followers over there, and he'll be making a few bucks doing it as well. And then he's got about 20 or something exhibitions he has to do during the season as well.
Either he just likes to complain, or he's not getting paid enough for those.
Listen, he just loves to complain. I mean, he's great at complaining about himself most of the time. But if he's not, he's complaining about the venue, describing it like a toilet and it's dirty and all of this crap.
He's getting paid £5 million, and he's complaining the whole way to the bank.
Well, Bankster, you're going to have to get your act together and come up with something here. Start messing Slim around.
Cobra's here.
Well, now he's got a chance now. Let's see if Bankster's up to it.
This is run out time for sure if he wants to be in this match. And this table's sitting pretty good. I mean, it's this is the most important shot here.
Where's he going?
Getting on the 2-ball good, because you get past the 3-ball and it's pretty much connect the dots. Other than that was the most important shot right there, and look what he did with it. That's terrible.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. I'll tell you something about playing pool. If you watched the match between Matt and Mr. Bill last night, you started seeing how devastating missed shots are. Bill did a few of them, especially early, that were like, they're easy shots. And you can do everything right in this game and miss one ball and you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just devastating.
Well, the future prospects of Bankster don't look good right now.
No. Slim's a very solid player, and he's getting better. I think his strategy has improved. He's getting smarter. He's certainly improved execution-wise. He's one of the guys that could win a world championship. I don't know if he's quite ready yet, but I think he's getting close.
Well, this is 4-0 in the cards here.
This is just choose the side. I'd probably go to the 10-ball side because it's natural. Because the other way, you got to hold the cue ball. Yep, just like that. And that's perfect. Always
Nice
leave an angle. You watch good players play, they're always leaving an angle there. If the 8-ball's a little lower, they might choose to roll all the way down to the end rail, but most likely they're going to stay high.
Yeah, this was an opportunity for Bankster to catch Slim while he's got man flu. He's under the weather, the poor guy.
Well, it doesn't seem to be affecting his play too much. You want to see somebody that plays great position, watch Ephraim.
Sounds good.
Especially watch him play one pocket, which is just amazing. He runs out one pocket on tables that everybody else would get 4 or 5 balls. He runs 8 and out.
What you talking about after their final last week? He was complaining about the crowd. He was complaining about I don't know whether Ronnie cleared his nose in the carpet or something. I never seen that, but yeah, Ali Carter was just having a moan.
Okay, I like the way he hit that one ball.
He can moan for a week. He still won't moan as long as Ronnie O'Sullivan does.
All right, I think Bankster is going to run this rack out. This one's sitting real good. He hit the first shot really nicely. Perfect speed, played it the right way.
Well, I'm not quite as confident as you are, Steve, because I look where the 7-ball is.
I'm telling you, I think he's running out. No, the 7-ball's not bad. It's one of those things where you got to get on the 6 the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Looking how this table's sitting, up table in a corner pocket is probably the place to shoot it. Possibly the side, but I would just roll down on the rail, get pretty straight on this 5, and pull it back a couple inches and shoot it down the corner.
Oh, see, this is perfect for coming in between the 6 and 8 and playing the 6 into the corner again.
Now I would roll this at the 10-ball or between them. I'd probably roll it at the 10 myself.
He's going where I thought he'd be going.
The other way. And that's okay.
Can he hold for the 7?
Yes, he can. You can hold this. He may go forward. And forward's okay too. You just got to make sure you don't overroll it.
If he gets around the corner here with us, he's got to watch that 10-ball. He wants to hit it if he can, and if he doesn't, he's in trouble.
No,
He's
you
doing
don't turn
that.
it that tight. You play it flatter. You don't turn it so hard. He's going to come back,
Yeah, well,
and that's fine.
now, ideally, he wants to sort of.
He's going to bump this 10 ball. I mean, you don't mess with that shot. You know, you're right on the rail there. You just make the ball and you know, as long as you hit the 10 ball the right way, you're not going to hook yourself.
Now, got to get back on this 9. That's perfect, I think. Dead weight. He's on the 10, so he's off the mark.
And that's the commentator's prediction there. Didn't I tell you he was going to run out?
Yeah, I didn't have any faith in him. I thought you'd jinx him before that.
Well, he's still got to make the 10 ball. Yeah, Bankster's a decent player. I mean, he doesn't play slim speed, but he's a decent player. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's going to get some games. I just think it's going to be difficult for him to win this. He's got the break.
He's got dry.
It's looking dry.
But he's got lucky, I think.
Has he? Can he shoot the one in the corner?
Oh,
I think he can shoot the one in the corner.
It's tight as to whether he can get enough of it.
He might have to throw this little inside English. I think it'll go with a little inside English. Of course, I am terrible at seeing by balls in this game. But
I mean,
to me, it looks like he can make it with a little inside.
Yeah, he's got enough room to do what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, if you hit at low speed, you know, it's really going to throw a lot too. And he needs to hit it, you know, not too hard to get on the combination. Of course, the 3 ball is just screwed right now. But he might be able to deal with that. Yeah, he may have just been playing safe there.
Yeah, he called safety.
That may have been a safety play. Yeah.
And he's got
he wasn't going to miss it that bad. Cobra said it don't go.
Well, there's not much room to kick at it off the short rail in between the 4 and the 9, but there's a line there to catch that one. If you hit that perfect, you could cut it to the rail, bring it to the middle of the table, and bring the cue ball down. But that would need to be hit very well to do that.
I don't know. I'd probably be trying to put this right on the 2 ball.
Now that Larry's arrived, Larry, are you going to be available next week, or do you want the week off? Larry says he's found a 10 ball bug.
Okay, so if you want to be aggressive, you could play the 3, the 1 off the rail into the 3 ball. Fix your problem there and run out. He looks like he's going to shoot past it. And
this is dangerous because is he trying to run across it? No, he isn't.
Yeah. He's going to try to break it now. And I don't know. I might have played it off the 3 ball there.
Well, Larry, we're waiting for this 10 ball bug. That's a disaster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was asking a lot where that 2 was sitting to be able to get there and break it out. And this is what you don't want to do. So. You can think about tying up balls at this point. Maybe put the 5 over there. You know, if Bankster's smart, he gets ball in hand, he'll pin him on the 6 ball and play for the 3 foul. I'd probably bank the 5 ball over there and just tie more balls up.
You see that bug, Steve?
What bug?
The bug that Larry's just said in the chat.
And you make both, the 10 doesn't spot. Oh, that's interesting.
Right, well, Bankster could nail him here if he wants.
That'll give me something else to do this afternoon.
Well, good luck getting out of that, Slim. That's all I'm saying. In fact, I'd be just tying something up. That's what I'd be doing.
Better off if he pinned him better, but you know, this will put Slim on 2 if he doesn't hit this. And you know, this is where Bankster's got a good chance of 3 fouling. I mean, the The 4 goes. I mean, this is where you got to decide, should I run out or try the 3 foul?
Yep. Got plenty of room.
I'd like to see at least 1 3 foul in this thing. Now,
Yeah,
if you're going to shoot this,
stick him in the 7.
if you're going to shoot this, you want to get on the 7, and I mean just right on him, and you want to get the banking lanes, the kicking lanes, tied up if you can too. That's terrible.
That's terrible. That was awful. I mean, well,
So if you're Slim, the one thing you don't want to do here is scratch. That's the one way that people in this sort of situation end up 3 fouling is they scratch.
well, 3 definitely doesn't go. If 9 goes first, it should be okay, but Larry was talking about playing a 9-10 combo, but the 9 followed the 10 in. So it has to be a 9. It has to be a 9-10. That can't happen, Cobra. I don't think. You know, if you call, that can't happen with well. That's got me confused. If 9 goes first, it should be okay. Or whatever other low ball it is before the 10 ball. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think Bankster is going to like where he is after this one.
Now,
I'm kind of surprised he's not shooting at the 3 ball.
Bit of spin to get to use the rail.
I would have shot at the 3 ball. He could have got back there because you could bump the 4 ball to control the speed.
Oh, look at it! Look at this.
Yeah, but this is an easy kick.
Easy
and this
hit.
is a kick you can get safe. You know, 2 rails behind the 3 and try to plant the cue ball. I would never hit that easy like that. See, that's just asking to get hooked now. You gotta kick that 3 out of there and try to leave the cue ball in that situation. You're just saying hook me. When you play that shot, you're basically saying hook me. And Slim isn't interested in hooking him, I guess. That wasn't a good shot. He needed to play that up table around, 7 to 8.
Let's see how Bankster's eye is. That's again.
See, this is again. They're trying to hook each other on the 10 ball. Too easy to kick from there. You got to bring it down table. At least try to get him behind the 7.
Well, this
possibly
is
the 8.
A little stun behind the 3 balls. Unless he's going all out for this, cutting it up and down.
He's got room to go up and down. He decides to play safe, and nothing wrong with that, except, well, he got a nice little bump on the set with the 7 ball there.
Coldest Pillow would like you to bring your menu to the live stream each time, Steve, so that you can just read off a list of what it is you're consuming.
I've got popcorn right now. I think for the second match, I'm planning on having pizza.
Pizza the action.
So, I mean, he should run out from here. I mean, this is the most important shot, this one. But, with ball in hand, you should be able to put this cue ball in a pretty good spot. And you really don't want to be on the rail here, but he is, so he's going to hit this.
Way up table. Loads of room.
And, yeah, I think he'll be out here.
Now, this is just a nice stun draw.
What
just
type
like
of
that.
pizza? Well, it's a thin crust with pepperoni, onions, and green olives.
I've got
Great combination.
I've got one lined up with Induja. Is it Induja peppers and stuff, and spicy meat.
You don't
pepperoni.
eat spicy. Don't. Oh, yeah.
Well,
you don't eat spicy.
I do like something that's got a kick in it, but as I say, I don't like the sweat running down the crack of my ass when I'm eating something that's far too bloody hot. If it's painful when you're eating something that's spicy, then it ain't enjoyable.
Don't use those terms. I have too vivid an imagination. Pineapple, I don't like on pizza.
Oh no,
that's a Hawaiian ham
yeah,
and pineapple. I've never liked that,
that's disgusting.
and I don't like anchovies either.
No, or olives. No, none of that
Green
crap.
olives. I like green olives.
And no jalapenos either, because they blow your head off as well.
Oh no, I'll put the spicy stuff on them.
I like saying jalapenos in a phonetic way rather than jalapenos. Yeah, I've had. Well, the nearest I've come to wasabi is they had wasabi flavored crisps.
Here, the reason you like speaking that way is because you're swabby and deboner.
All right, explain that.
Explain what?
What you just
Swabby
said.
and deboner? Well, suave is for suave, and deboner is for debonair.
Debonair, I've got you now. I'm on your
Suave
wavelength
and
now.
deboner.
Larry says, is this a rerun? A rerun of what match, Larry?
A rerun of the food menu is, I think, what he's saying.
Oh, the popcorn, yeah. Steve goes in cycles. It's popcorn one day, then it's whatever it is another day.
This is leftover popcorn from last night. I make enough so that I can have it during the stream. What a shot. What a shot that was.
Oh, he's going to be dead and buried, though.
No, he's fine. He can shoot this if he wants. I would shoot this. But, you know, he's got the safety. I mean, this is just stun and lock it on the 5. He could play the two-way here, too. He could play the bank on the 2 and the safety behind the 5. I mean, that's a nice two-way shot. Bank the 2, cross corner, and pin him on the 5 ball. And if you make the 2, you got the 3.
What flavour popcorn is it, Steve? Is it salted, sweet? What's it coated with?
I don't. It's just butter and salt. I had some powdered cheese, some real good powdered cheese that I'd take to the mountains, and that stuff was good on popcorn. So he does play the two-way shot, but he couldn't get the 2 ball of the hole doing that. If he wanted to play that shot, the bank was better.
Well, not 5, 2 called in the corner.
Easy to make the 2. Hard to get shape on the 3.
Why is Matt sending me a PM in a live stream? Are you still there, Matt? If I have to open this PM, I'm going to have to put the screensaver up in case you're talking dirty to me. Hang on a minute. Oh, you could have told me that in the stream. Right, we're back. Matt can't play this week. I've already got the team sort of semi-picked at the moment. I just need to hear from Tam.
Yeah, well, I got to send another email out and do it a little earlier this time. I was a little late on it. I think, you know, by Wednesday I need to get an email out about who wants to play, who can't play. I changed the lineup, but I'll still, you know, I don't know who can really play, so there'll be an email message coming out.
Now, see if you kick somebody from the team, does that person get a message?
Yeah.
That's good. He'll probably get a hold of me and say, what the hell is this all about? I said, well, I told you twice to put money in your account. You still didn't do it. You're not there. Oh, yeah. You're just a waste of space. I can't pick you.
So siren aura, adios, all those good things. I don't know if I let you give them a message.
No. It just says, you know, I've just said kick, and that's what you know, and then you just confirm it. I'll be brutal, CP. So the pressure's on you. Keep up the performance. Don't get upset when you're left in the bleachers.
Have you guys noticed how quiet it is?
In terms of what, stop knocking here? Is he still in his 72 hours?
Oh, yeah. He'll get it figured out.
Yeah, this is too early in the day for Stubb as well, though. I mean, I think he's still in beddy buys. Talking of beddy buys, Bankster's heading to bed, I think.
He could come in under another account, and if he does that, then he's going to get fined.
I don't think Stubb's got another account. I don't think it's in his nature to do that. The thing is, he wants everybody to know it's him. So Bankster's got a couple of balls. He's got a nice little stun in the 2 to hold for the 3. And no, that's not a stun. That's a sort of. Well, he's got that. He's got a. Let me have a look. He can come in between. I don't know whether he can. Can he draw off that and come down?
I would just draw this past the side pocket. Just draw it straight down.
Yeah, he stunned it. I thought he could stun in the gap. He just needs to watch the cue ball though, or do that.
I think it was easier to draw it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know how to hit that shot to make sure it gets past the side pocket, hit that shot with a little bit of right English. If you put a little right English on that shot, it'll grab quicker and pull back more straight. And that's one of the little tricks. And I'll tell you, that trick, you can break angles with that trick and actually move the cue ball opposite of the angle of the shot. I showed that to a buddy of mine that was a champion.
Hold on.
We're practicing, and I shoot this shot and break the angle on it. And he was like, "How did you do that?" This is a guy that's a pro, that's a champion, and he didn't know this shot. But I've seen Efren do it. That's how I learned it, is watching Efren.
Right, Bankster. Get yourself ready. Well, this is going to have to go the 3-rail, 4-rail route here. Big time. Big juice in the cue ball.
This is
9 balls in the way, I think.
Well, you could play the length of the table cut. You could hit this and just come across on the other side of the 9 and cut
he's digging in. Yeah, 9 balls in the way.
Oh, he hit it good. He hit it really good. He's got a shot. He should be out here.
This is bedhead territory. Now, he's played it well.
That's not a bad idea, Coldest Pillow, so that on his chat, he sees everything he's typing, but nobody else does.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
And then he's wondering why he's getting no response whatsoever. Nobody's interacting with him.
Could call it the invisible man button. I might have to think about doing that.
So 4 rack deficit, slim breaking. Bankster needs some favours. Well, this is now what's he trying to do here? I mean, he's called the 5, so he's going to have to stun this, I think, to catch the 5, is he? Oh no, he's just trying to duck.
Shot.
Yeah.
Very good shot.
Good luck with hitting this, Bankster.
If we did that with and Stubb got that invisible mute, I don't think anything would change, because he's typing away like crazy, like he always does, about missiles and nuclear and BS. And nobody would ever usually pays attention anyway. So from his side, nothing would ever change.
Well, we're going for the 3-foul route here.
Yeah, I like this.
Well, I think Bankster can feather the edge of that. Yeah, he's got it. Well, you want to get a wee tiny bit of left on this and feather it, I think, to avoid the 8 and hit the rail and get up table.
Yeah, it's he might miss the 8. It's Yeah, it's going to be tight. If it does hit the 8, it's probably going to hit on the far side and still go up table.
Oh, it's really thin. You need
Well,
to
if
have
he
good
hits the
eyes
2,
for
he'll
this.
be sorry. I think he's got a fair amount of that one ball he can see.
I think the way he's looking at it right now is... Well,
Okay, so his solution there is to try to make a... So if I'm Slim, I'm rolling this up on the 10 ball. He's going to go up table, it looks like.
he needs to watch if he's going up table from there. That what's he doing?
Now he's looking at rolling up on the 10 ball.
That ain't... Well, it's not tight.
Well, it's not tight, but it's not a guaranteed hit either. It was a good attempt.
Now,
I mean, you know,
he's going outside the 3 and 6. This needs a... Is he trying to get around the 10 this side?
This is definitely tough.
That's going behind it. Yeah.
Oh, did we get a 3 foul?
Yeah. Just what you've been waiting for.
Ma'am, I've been waiting for that the whole tournament.
That's made Steve's day.
Thank you, Slim.
Oh, look at the kick off the 4. Oh.
I will say this, it's hard to 3 foul pros. Not that it doesn't ever happen, but the thing is pros learn to kick really, really well. And what's going to happen in this game, if guys keep playing a lot of safeties, the players are going to learn to kick well because you're going to be kicking a lot. And what happens is at some point when your opponent gets to the point where they kick really well, you have to actually reduce the number of safeties you play because, you know, they start kicking safe and this and that. And, you know, then it's like, okay, well, I could run this out. And if the odds change as far as the effectiveness of the safeties, not that you're still not going to play safe. You still will, and you still will quite a bit, but you're going to play less safeties against somebody that kicks really well.
That needs to slow down. Oh, he's got to bump in 8. He's going to be in trouble again here.
But I think kicking's hard in VP. At least it is for me. You know, I don't see the kick lines good, and I know other players see them better than I do. But
well, all through the night last night, I had about 4 or 5 kicks, and I never hit one. So what does that tell you? I couldn't read any angle.
Well, it means you need to practice kicking. I know we're going to go for 2-3 fouls in a row. Slim may just torture him.
No, he said
kick well at all.
He said it's hard in VP4, Cobra. We need to establish that point.
I didn't even say that, Hugh. I said it's hard for me in VP4.
Yeah, it's hard for Steve.
I just don't see the angles well. I don't have a good feel for the angles off the rails. But you know, that'll probably get better. I play more. I'm going to practice more. I've committed to playing some VP every day now and getting better.
Well,
I'm going to be a good teammate. I'm going to be a good teammate in league. You just watch.
That'll barely last 24 hours. That claim or that statement.
By the time we get to the end of this league, everybody's going to be complaining my rating's too low.
Yeah, and suddenly you'll have deaf ears, Steve. Is that right?
The
man that pulls the strings. Yeah, I mean, semi-pro. I'm surprised he's not on your case. I'm surprised he isn't.
Hey, I lost a match yesterday. And I could have lost too. I barely beat John Boo.
Was that the match that lasted 90 minutes?
No, that's against Bobby Barris. He's slow. Everybody, well, guess what? If you let Bobby Barris to the table a lot, which I did, because I can't run out, then he takes forever. So the only way you get a fast match with him is to keep him off the table. You just wait till you'll play him. You're gonna see. You'll see. But
Yeah.
no, I'm definitely gonna get better. I mean, all I gotta do is practice. But my game was, I know what to do. I played a lot of safeties. My safety game wasn't too bad actually. But I'd get ball in hand and I have an easy run out and I'd miss a straight in ball or I missed so many balls
Is that a
that
foul?
no, that was
Commentator's
good.
eye thought it was a foul.
No.
No, it isn't.
Commentator's blind.
Commentator's eye went down the pan there.
But it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. If you miss balls, you're going down.
Well, theoretically, I wasn't missing a ball last night, but in reality, it was a disaster. And that's without no practice whatsoever. None. Well, I lied about that. I said I went in and I racked a 9-ball table and I hit 4 balls and that was it. That was my practice.
I practiced for about an hour, a couple days before it, but I need to hit more balls. I've been on the real pool table practicing. I've been doing drills. I don't particularly like doing drills, but I found they really help me.
Well, is Bankster warming up here? Or is this just a false dawn?
No,
Because
I think he's. I don't know why he's jacking up on this.
I'd just be, see, I would have rolled that in and let it roll out to get a better line in the
No.
10. I mean, it's still,
Well,
you shouldn't be missing it.
You can get away with that in VP. In real life, you're not jacking up on that ball. It would make no sense.
No, you
And
just
Bankster's got 3.
you just go to the watch page, and you click on the drill and it loads your offline.
There are some drills, some practice drills and offline. If you go to load game menu, there's a category for those, but there's a lot better ones online. So
when are you going to add them that's online into offline then?
I don't know.
That would make life a lot easier.
But you just go to the watch page and there's a tab for drills. I think the default sorting is by difficulty. And I'll tell you the drill I've been doing a lot on my pool table is the square 9 balls drill. It's a 2 difficulty.
But quite good.
The way I do it, I'll do it so like you can only hit the end rail or you can only go 2 rails on every shot. I make that drill harder than the description of it in the drill section of VP. But yeah, if you just go to that on the internal browser and you click on the drill, it'll start offline and load it. If you're in the external browser, it'll download it. You have to go double click it to load it.
Am I right in saying that I think when I did it when we were doing the live stream that night, I think it loads you up with a bloody house cue when you're doing a drill. You might as well play the drills with a broomstick. Oh, welcome to Bedhead. He's finally fell out of bed. Uh-oh. That's what you can't do, Bankster. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm. I may load it with a house cue, but I think the cue in reality is whatever it was done with, even though, for example, Semi-Pro did a lot of those. So if you don't have his cue and shaft, it's going to load a house cue for you, but it'll play like it's using his cue and his shaft.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it when I tried it that night.
So. Well, I'll take a look at it. Maybe it's not right.
Mind you, when you're in the drills, if you load, here's a question for you, Steve. If you load that drill, like we said, it loads up and you're loaded with a house cue, can you not go into your cue case and change your cue anyway? No, not even when you're in the drills.
You should be able to, yeah. You should be able to change it. Although that's kind of a hassle. But, once you're in the drill, I don't know if you guys realize this, but control backspace will reset the whole thing. So Control backspace is basically re-rack. Well, if you're in a drill and you do a control backspace, it will just reset you to the beginning of the drill again. So once you've loaded it, you can do it over and over and over again without reloading it. See, this is why you want to come listen to the stream, because you're going to get all the little secrets that nobody knows.
Not even Steve.
Well, I forget them sometimes, yeah.
He wrote the code, but does he remember it? No.
Look at Bankster. All of a sudden, Bankster is saying this is going to be a match.
Don't jinx him. Don't jinx him. He's dead straight in his 8-ball, I think, or he's pretty straight.
I think he can handle this.
Oh no, he needs a nice firm stun. This is all he needs. A nice stun. Bash that in and let it run up. That's easy.
No, you could go backwards here too if you want.
No, I wouldn't be going backwards.
He's got his choice.
The angle's good. A nice firm stun. You're going there. You're on the 9. Not a problem. I mean,
I would go backwards with it. Yeah, that's what I would have done, but I wouldn't have done that. He's okay though.
See, now this is squeaky bum time. This shot, but he can go back across and trifle with a scratch if he wants to. I wouldn't have done that.
This is just make it and take the shot. Take the shot as is. You know, you don't want to do anything fancy here. Just accept the 10-ball shot. You know, bring it back across the table and shoot the 10-ball.
Well, there's some really difficult drills on that watch page.
Bank shot.
Well, he's in the bedhead territory again.
Well, you know, this is a shot I miss in VP a lot. This is a shot I rarely miss in real life. Not that it's not missable, but this is not a shot in real life you should be missing.
Well played. I thought it was in.
He overcut it.
That's that hurts gone.
Because instead of 7-4, now it's 8-3. Yeah, that Gorstinka drill. I've tried that in real life a lot of times. I've never made it. I've been down to the last 2 balls 3 times. Probably the last 3 balls 3 or 4 times. That's a hard drill. Of course, I'm playing it on pockets that are about 4 1/8 inches. So if I was doing it on a table like this one that we're playing on a VP, I'm pretty sure I would have done it by now.
Well, but it's come up smelling sweet there with that shot.
That Gorse drill, every shot's a draw shot. You know, that's what makes it tough. It's a draw shot drill and a lot of big strokes. Yeah, good luck with that, Martin. Semi-Pro's done it. You can ask him. Semi-Pro's done all those drills in VP.
Now, what's that up there? Is that the 5-ball? Right, so he's hooked himself in the 2 to start with, so that's a disaster right off the bat.
Let's see, what's the other ones I've done?
Now, why is he not just going into the gap and coming into the back of the 2? Because you'll probably end up getting hooked anyway. But I think he was trying to jump that there or bend round the 3. But there was a gap there just to go between there and catch the 2. You played it sort of firmish. You might have kept the cue ball down this end.
Let's see, I've done the zigzag drill in real life. I've done the let's see, the crossing squares drill in real life.
That 3 go, I think it does. Yeah. Oh, just.
Oh, I've done the Savannah Slim drill. There's actually the Savannah Slim drill. There's actually a video of me doing it on the VP4 Facebook page. Yeah, if you want to see that drill. Max Eberly had done this challenge. You know, he's got like, he's a good friend of mine. He's got like CDs and he's got like a website for pool stuff. So he goes, yeah, you get whatever and a free membership for a year, which he would have given me if I just asked him. But I decided to do the drill. He said first 3 people, and so there's a video of me doing that drill on my tight pocket table.
That link to Facebook doesn't work now in the internal browser. You notice that?
Yeah.
It just stays in the same page.
That's because Facebook changing their shit around.
There's another thing to put in your list, Steve. Well, this is going to be 9-3. Didn't know you played pool. Who you talking about, Steve?
He's being facetious.
Don't forget, we've got the big match tonight with Cobra and Spectre Dawn at is it 6:30 or I think it is at 6:30 or is it 8:15? I can't remember. I got mixed up with last night. I think it is 6:30.
What was the thing you were just telling me I needed to fix you?
The Facebook page button on the internal browser.
I think I'm just going to get rid of it.
6:30 it is. Cobra Spectre Dawn game. I don't know. I mean, I think, obviously they both pot well, move the cue ball well. It's just that Spectre Dawn's not proved himself in one of these big tournaments yet. He's not done the job yet when
I'll
it's
give
over the
another
big
take on
distance.
it.
He's a favourite in the race to 7, but he's been asked a question in the race to 17.
I'll give you another take on it. Cobra's a big favorite, and the reason why is Spectre Dawn just doesn't do the moving game very well.
Well,
and
yeah,
that's
the
very
safety.
important.
Yeah, the shot choice and push outs and stuff like that. He's got to improve that sort of stuff.
I think for him to win, Cobra's going to have to give him some help.
Well, look at how generous Matt and Bill were to each other last night. You only got to look at that, the craziness that happened there at the end.
I don't think Cobra's that generous a person. But, Spectre Dawn, he's one of the players that could be winning these world championships if he just works on some of the other parts of his game. I mean, he runs out good, but that's not enough.
Well, this is going to finish nice time for me because the football's on at 4:30. Scottish Cup. Celtic game's on. I'll be able to watch that, get something to eat, and I'll be back later.
God, you guys will give me a list of things I need to work on.
Well, you pay the price. Larry comes and finds the bugs in 10 ball.
Larry does find a lot of bugs. He's a good tester.
The bug in the couple of bugs in the leaks page there. Listen, Steve, I'll tell you something. You know what's annoying me? The fact that you're going on about the stuff we've just found. Fix that bloody internal browser thing when you're trying to change the team around when it goes big. You know what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you the best way to deal with that, Hugh. The workaround. So when that thing comes up, just press like escape so it goes away, and then it'll be like if you look at the pull down, it'll be highlighted, like the border will be darker than the other ones, and just take the arrow keys, the up and down arrow keys, and you can change it. So click on one, click on one to open it up. There you go. Now press escape.
Escape. Right.
Now use the arrow keys, up and down arrow keys. Yeah, because well, you know that. Yeah, You're asking me to fix code I didn't write. That I mean that's. It could literally take me a week to fix that. Is that really a good use of time? No. Well, the drills work. Semi-Pro said the same thing. I can't remember what his problem was. Ask Semi-Pro. The drills work. Yeah. You do have offline, Martin? Yeah. I'm trying to remember the reason Semi-Pro said what he did to fix it. But yeah, if you've got an offline install and it's installed correctly, it should just bring it up. Um, you're using an internal browser, right? Yeah, see if it downloaded it. Go to your downloads folder and see if it downloaded the drill. So yes, it did download the drill. Okay. So double click the drill, see if it opens VP4. When you double click it, it should open the offline. Okay, so there's a problem with the installation. What I recommend doing is uninstall and reinstall the offline. No, you don't. You don't need an offline open. It should open it. But that tells me there's a problem with the installation if you're double clicking on the because when you double click any VP4 file, it should open offline. Well, any offline file. I think if you double click an online file, it'll open online. Okay, so yeah, Steam is running. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem with the Steam one. I don't know.
Well, that's because I was using those up and down arrows. I think one of my arrows is the mute button. Anyway,
That's
think
a
it
bad
might be,
place
is
to
it?
put the mute button.
Or was it? I can't remember where I put it. I've maybe hit it accidentally. I've got mute and that other thing as well. Martin, check the validity of your files for VP4 on Steam. If to do that, right click VP4 offline on Steam. Well, here's a gift for Bankster. And go to properties and then verify integrity of files and see if it downloads anything else or if it tells you all the files that are there are all good. Check that for offline. You have to do that with Steam a lot of times for games. I'm an expert on that, by the way. Definitely.
Yeah. So it does it. It does try to start VP4. You're saying you're getting a fatal error?
It wouldn't surprise me if it's a Steam issue. It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's my issue.
So another bonus rack for Bankster.
But I can check that pretty easy.
Well,
Put that on my list too.
Slim's
I'm
still
not going to
two
get
away.
to do anything but work today, it looks like.
Right, now, I think there's that 2-ball going out of the way. I think he's got a shot in the 1. Yeah. Sunday's never a day of rest for Steve. He's usually out in the golf course as well, are you not?
No, I don't play golf on Sunday ever. Well, I wouldn't say ever, but very rarely. That's like if I'm playing honey golf, if I'm playing golf Sunday.
Right, Bankster, here's a table that you should be out on, and already he's not perfect in this 3-ball. He's going to have to. I don't even know whether this is going to be comfortable. He's checking it up to try and hold for the 5.
Yeah, you can check this.
Needs to come up though, because the check kills the pace, and that'll do nicely.
Yeah, Slim's let him come to the table a lot, but unfortunately for Bankster, when he's been at the table, he's usually been snookered. So, he hasn't really gotten. He really hasn't gotten tons of chances. Slim's played pretty good, and when he has gotten chances, he hasn't taken advantage of enough of them.
He's stuck to the rail, so forward. Long rail back out into the table. Don't try and pinch too much of this 7-ball, by the way. Oh, here we go. Yeah, needs a nice bump, and he ain't got it.
That's not any good.
That's all down to the fact he was stuck to the rail, and then he started jacking up. What he shouldn't have done is jack up, in my opinion. He should have just took his medicine and let it run out. He would have had a shot.
You got to be confident enough in your shot making that figure you're going to make that. And I think it's going to be 12-4.
No, I think last night's league night was enough stress for Steve. I think he's I think he's less stressed.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear me say yesterday, I had a headache by the time the second match was over, and I won my first 2 matches.
Steve, I keep telling you, not only am I a tactical genius, I'm a VP4 expert at fixing things.
Some files were off. What does off mean?
Like exactly what I said. That it would come up saying, VP4 doesn't take long to verify the integrity because it's a very small game compared to what you have in Steam. And
it had to fix some files.
Yeah, so it probably said you need to download another 10 files, and it does it, and then that fixes it. There you go. Yeah, just what to do, Martin, is just hit that dollar sign.
He hasn't said it worked yet.
Oh, it will work. I've every faith.
You're a lot more confident than I am.
Yeah, just hit that dollar sign on YouTube.
I'll tell you what, we used to bet in the office. I'd go like, okay, this bug's fixed.
This is fixed now, and everybody else is going, no.
And we'd bet beers on it.
Everybody knows your reputation, so.
It works. Well, tracking lines are just the T key. So the drills are loaded in trick setup shot mode. So if you just hit the T key, the tracking lines will turn off. But you can turn them back. You can turn on and off ghost ball too with the G key. T key for tracking lines, G key for ghost balls. You can change what the tracking lines look like in the settings, under settings, tracking lines.
And that's a bit of advice for anybody. Carry on, Steve.
Yeah. I guess you don't play offline much, Martin. Offline's great. It's the best way to practice because you can just do undo to shoot a shot over. Control backspace will restart the drill from the beginning. Yeah. Well, I mean, assists are assists are good for a lot of times. Assists are good if you want to do something like see what happens when you put the Q-tip in different places, or you change the force. Just playing around with the shot to
Oh
see different
dear.
ways to hit it.
Hasta la vista.
Yeah, that's it. The tracking can be very useful for learning stuff.
I'll tell you about a bug I had the other day. I finished Euro Truck the night before. I loaded and everything was fine. Loaded Euro Truck in Steam the next day. And what does it do? It comes up, when the game loads, it says Logitech GT driving force wheel missing. It's telling me my wheel's missing. So I hit the detect button in Euro Truck. Did it find my wheel? No. So what do? You do all the stuff. You try everything. Uninstalled Logitech software, reinstalled it, uninstalled the game, reinstalled it, still the same. Couldn't find my wheel, and I'd done nothing. You know what was wrong? I had to disable Steam controller functions, and as soon as I did that, it found my wheel. Everything was working. How it lost it, I don't know. But Steam is weird, so if you've ever got a problem with a game in Steam, the first thing you should always do is verify the integrity of the files. It's notorious for that happening. So, well done to Slim. He hasn't really had to break sweat. Bankster couldn't take those opportunities, and it's a comfortable 13-4 win for Slim. So we'll see where that puts Slim. I think he's going to have a bit of a wait, I would imagine.
Well, I got to say, Hugh, you could have got a free beer out of me, because I would have bet against that fixing it.
I see. You got to have faith in me, Steve. I knew that's probably... Well, again, it's always a process of elimination, especially if VP4's on Steam. You need to check that first. And it did the trick. Now, where are we? So Bill's
who
got
the
away.
hell is Frats? Is Frats snakes?
No. Frats has been around for a long, long time. I think he's German, though. I'll hedge my bets and say he's German. Why can't I see Slim? Where is he? I've probably went past him. I still don't see him. Oh, there he is. Slim against Rabi in the next round. So, and Semi-Pro's waiting for the winner of that. So that looks as if Slim's going to be favourite there to meet Semi-Pro. So that's going to be a battle with those two. So all we've got left now is Cobra against Spectre Dawn, which is tonight at 6:30. That's 1:30 Eastern. 10:30, something like that. West Coast, and then a week today at 2 p.m. middle of the afternoon, we've got Vince Says and Interchange X. That'll be a good match. Now, Steve loves watching Interchange X, so I'll be surprised if Steve doesn't show up next week.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
yeah. I really like watching him.
So that's the two matches, and hopefully you can join us for that one later on tonight. That's going to be worth a watch. A good battle between these two guys. Close call, I would think. So, but Cobra's going to have the pressure on him because he's marked down his favourite. What is Frats up to? Too much spam? Where's he been spamming?
Oh, he's been, keeps putting in music links, which, if somebody throws one in there, even a couple in there, who cares, But he just keeps doing it and doing it. That's just like, no. How many people are going to really go look at any of those or care?
Right, I'm going for a coffee, and I am going to watch the football. And I hope you guys can join us later on. I'll look out for you, Steve.
So that's in about what? That's in a couple hours, right?
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes time. So we'll be back for that. So we'll bid you good afternoon, and we will see you later.
Yep.
Take care.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Hasta la vista, baby.